Alright, let me ask you this. When was the last time you worried about the ocean killing you just by touching your skin? Sounds like some sci-fi horror movie, right? But here we are, Louisiana's dealing with a terrifying surge in flesh-eating bacteria cases, and the real nightmare is what this says about our planet's health. Let's unpack this. So, the basics: 9 infections, 5 deaths from Vibrio Vulnificus this year alone. That's not just a spike, it's a doubling of the decade-old average. But here's the thing, this bacteria isn't new. It's been around forever, lurking in warm coastal waters. The difference now? The water's getting hotter, and that's changing the rules of the game. Personally, I think what's happening in Louisiana isn't an isolated freak accident, it's a symptom. Warming oceans are like a moving sidewalk for pathogens. Vibrio thrives in heat, and as waters warm, its playground expands northward. What used to be a Gulf Coast problem is now creeping into places like Delaware and New York. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just about one bacteria, it's a warning shot for how climate change is rewriting disease maps globally. Now, let's get real for a second. 5 deaths out of 9 cases? That's a 55% mortality rate. This isn't just scary, it's a public health crisis hiding in plain sight. But here's what bugs me: why are we still surprised by this? We've known for decades that climate change would supercharge pathogens. Yet we're still scrambling to react. Maybe it's because we're too focused on the drama of hurricanes and wildfires, while the real slow-burn disaster is happening beneath the surface. A detail I find fascinating is how Vibrio's spread mirrors other climate-driven health threats. Think malaria moving into Europe, cholera outbreaks after floods. The pattern's the same: heat plus water equals perfect storm for infectious diseases. But here's the twist: Vibrio's not even the worst of it. What this really suggests is that our current health infrastructure isn't built for a world where the environment itself becomes a vector. Let's zoom out. This isn't just about beach safety tips or slapping on antibiotics. This raises a deeper question: how do we adapt to a planet where the very ecosystems we've taken for granted are turning hostile? Tourism, fishing industries, coastal communities. This bacteria could upend entire economies. And let's not pretend this is just Louisiana's problem. If you live near any coast, you're on this bacteria's mailing list. What many people don't realize is that Vibrio's rise is a mirror. It reflects our arrogance in thinking we can outsmart nature. We've spent decades burning fossil fuels, cooking the oceans, and now we're shocked when the bill comes due. The real story here isn't the bacteria, it's the fact that we've created the perfect conditions for it to thrive. So where does this leave us? Personally, I think we're at a crossroads. We can either treat this as another weird news story to scroll past, or we can see it for what it is, a visceral, skin-crawling reminder that climate change isn't coming. It's here. And it's not asking politely anymore. What do you think? Let's talk in the comments, because trust me, this isn't the last time we'll hear about Vibrio.